purpose is I'm
Have
still
fun.
figuring I'm still
Your
figuring
purpose
it
is
out.
fun.
No, I'm still trying to figure it out. I I have such a great relationship with God. And sometimes I think that God be laughing at me. Like, ay, Dios mío, Kim, didn't we talk about this? But like, I feel like me and God have a great relationship and I can't lead a group yet. I don't think they're ready for my story.
Okay, I don't understand what you mean by that because I feel like everyone's story should be heard. And
True.
then when you say that, you're looking at your platform. You're looking at, oh, nobody really wants to hear it. Who cares if nobody wants to hear it? It's your story. Say it. Whoever wants to listen, they listen. Whoever doesn't, doesn't.
But see, I do that. I just don't do it at church.
Okay, where do you do it?
Whoever listens to me, whoever comes to me for advice. So, like I've said this before, I know I've said this before, and I think we have clips of it. Is that I have great advice. I know what works. However, I do not follow my own advice. At least, no,
And that's probably why you feel like you can't lead.
maybe.
I think you can't lead because you don't want the responsibility of leading, which comes to when you lead, you should walk in the steps of a leader. So you don't want that responsibility, I think. You don't want to let anyone down.
No, I don't want them to be like,
if
but
you do
Kim,
it,
you
do
did
it.
it.
Right. If you do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't. And you're okay with that for just you.
Yeah.
But when you lead other people, it's like a responsibility of other people that you don't want.
You know what? That is a good assessment of me.
Yeah.
Like I think that I try to be the best person and like
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
you know like
sure.
as much as I can be, right? I try to follow, the right path and I try to I try, right? However, I have made some mistakes. You guys, just because you have more followers than us does not mean
Luna have
that
a
you can be
crazy
up in
TikTok.
here.
Your TikTok is on fire. I don't know why.
Because people want to talk about their dogs and not us. Guys. Ladies, I'm sorry. Ladies.
Mujeres. No,
know-
so seriously, I think that's probably why. You're afraid of that commitment. You don't want to commit to leading and then fail and then you feel like you failed them.
Yeah. And I
but
think
you know
that
we
sometimes
fail,
I'd be
but
looking
we
at my
fail.
pastors, they'd be like, she's still a work in progress.
We're all a work in progress.
No, but she, like me,
See, or you think they're like different levels of progress?
I do. I feel like that everybody looks at me like, "Ay, Kim, we're gonna work on you, mommy. We're gonna work on you." And the thing is, I am working on myself. I'm not saying that I am perfect. I am not. Listen,
No one is. No one is for
no
sure.
one is. But for me, my story and the things that I have seen and been through, I would love to share that. And I do share it with most people.
Yeah.
I don't share
I
it
mean,
with
you share
everyone.
it here sometimes.
Right. I don't share with everyone. However, I do want to share with some people because I feel like either they wanted to live the spiciness that I live
I mean,
and understand like it gets watered down, boo boo. It gets
sharing it doesn't mean they want to live that way. Sometimes
Right.
sharing it can mean, okay, I'm not going to do that.
right.
Or I'm going to do it different.
Right. Like the double, like the blinks. Like, what? You did that? Like, what? Like, I just want to like tell people like this is what I did. I
you
did
could
the
share it.
mistakes.
I think you could share it. I think I made so many different mistakes. And I think you could share it. But I think you have to get past that fear of level of commitment. She's very, very scared, but it's fine. This is why we're so different.
Yeah.
Right? This is why we're so different.
I think that's what makes us who we are. Us too.
For
Like
sure.
I
I'm just
think-
like, I'm anxious. I need things. I want it to look like this and I want us to do this. And you're like, whatever, let it be.
I remember
Throw your hat in there. I'm like,
we
yo,
be
what?
having potluck or not potlucks, but like we'll have a party at your house, right? And you're like, oh my God, they should have been here. And I'm like,
here, this-
it's cool. Like just chill out.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. And you're like, no. And I'm like, if everybody gets a bun at the end of the night, everybody gets a
We're
bun.
not doing that.
Like
We're not doing that. No, it's tough. It's tough.
it is.
But what I don't want is for people to think that if you go to church, you have to be a certain way. You have to think a certain way. granted, as Christians, we're supposed to live by the word.
Right.
We are sinners. We're doing our best every day.
Yeah.
But perfection is never going to be an ingredient in our life, ever. No one is ever perfect.
Just a shimmer.
You never know, though, what your story can do to someone else. How that person can be like, wow, I was going through that, or I can see myself headed in that direction, and just listening to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think leading could be scary, but you just never know.
I do say it's so crazy because I have an assistant now, which is so crazy.
Assistant? Oh my
Also,
God. She got an assistant.
you know, I'm a
She
little
want to work
wig
part-time?
wig.
Because I need help
I
sometimes.
know.
Okay,
It's
it's fine.
I might be your assistant, but I have an assistant now, and I was talking to my assistant. You know, like 'cause she's very spiritual and everything like that, and I was just like, you know, one thing I did tell her was that I feel like my purpose in life is to leave an imprint on someone's life. Like I'm supposed to.
You know how you do that?
How?
By leading. You know how
Oh,
you do that?
that's how that
You
goes.
share what
I
you don't
do.
want to share. Oh, you want to leave an imprint from far away?
I do. I feel like I gotta like help them out from afar
How do you do that from
on my
afar?
podcast. Listen to the
No,
podcast.
no. I mean, this is a step, but you
Yeah.
definitely could make an imprint
Mm,
face to face. I think you can, for sure.
that's like leading into like so many things. Like I love being a leader of my job, but spiritually, I don't think I can lead. I don't know. I'm just not ready. Maybe it's not.
So,
Maybe I'm not ready for that.
so I've led groups before,
Uh-huh.
but I led them with the intent of some of the people in the group feeding and leading me as well.
Mm.
Right? I didn't go in there of, okay, I'm going to learn about this topic and I'm going to tell you what to do with it.
Okay.
Not at all. We're going to learn about a woman warrior from the Bible. This is what I read. What do you think? How are you a warrior? Tell me about that. Share with me. So as a leader, we don't always have to lead. If you surround yourself by the right with the right people, it's just almost like a natural ebb and flow where you guys can just do great things together. And some people take more of a leadership role when it comes to planning, organizing, but sometimes you could just be in a pool of leaders and not even realize that you are just one of the strongest leaders in that area. But when I run groups, it has nothing to do with me knowing this and knowing that. It's like, okay, I'm learning about this, but let's learn it together and then feed me so that I can be a better leader. You're never gonna.
I think everybody expects that because because you have taken that role of being a leader, yet you have already have taken all the like abuse, really. You know what I mean? Like all the like wounds of that role, right?
sure.
So that you can be able to express it. For me, it's like I'm a walking abused person.
Okay.
But see, I find humor in everything.
Yes, you do.
I do.
Sure.
That is my coping mechanism.
Okay.
Yeah, that is my.
Pastor was talking about coping
Yeah,
mechanisms.
we were talking about that today. Like that is my coping mechanism. Like is to find humor in life.
I almost rather take laughter as a coping mechanism
But do you?
than crack or
You said crack.
or
She don't want to
alcohol
be the pipe.
or alcohol. No, but I'm saying like think about that.
Right.
So I rather you do that. I don't find that. I don't know what my coping mechanism is, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
We're gonna come back to that.
Yeah, maybe my husband can tell me that.
Yeah.
This is actually.
What do you think
This is actually.
What
tea.
is Tanya's
drinking
coping
tea.
mechanism? Wine.
No, because every time we have a fast and I fast wine, I can do it.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's my coping mechanism? Something I need to figure out what it is. I get so anxious that I physically feel anxious. So what do I do with that? You know what I mean?
I think we all deal with like
For sure.
anxiety of some sort, right? I get anxiety like sometimes like, oh my God, my house is not clean. People are coming over to my house. I get like super angsty and I get like very like short with people.
Okay.
But I think we all have like those little like quirkiness and we think it's like normal, but it's really not normal.
No, it's normal.
You think it's normal?
I think it's normal.
You don't think we should talk to somebody?
Well, I actually talked to a few people this week and I am going to look into a therapist. I do. I want to speak with someone that's
Not a hood therapist.
non-biased. I don't know. Maybe I should find a hood therapist.
Listen,
Are they out there?
if you are a hood therapist, please contact us and let us know. Listen, we will be the hood therapist you need, because I feel like I need somebody to relate with my situation. You know what I mean? Like, understand, like, we all have gone through some, not all. Let me not say all, because everybody goes to different like stages of life and stuff, but we all have gone through stuff.
Yeah.
I want somebody to relate to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, to really
So
be
does
like,
relate to you mean agree with you?
oh, that's a good question. You want to be my hood therapist?
Let me go to therapy first. Let me learn, and then I'll share what I learned for free. I'll pay the hourly rates. No, but sometimes relatability, people go, "Oh, you don't know what I'm going through," because they disagree with you. So you have to be open to them understanding you or seeing your point, but not agreeing with you.
You know, somebody told me
Uh-oh.
recently.
I don't know what that said. Somebody said.
Somebody told me, like, stop putting your emotions on social media.
I agree. Who was that person?
I ain't gonna shout them
And
out.
the riddles and the songs.
No, but sometimes the the things that I put on social media are not relatable to anything.
The other day, I'm not going to mention any names. Somebody posted this long thing on their Instagram of, you don't have to be my friend. Even family messes you up and blah, blah, blah. You know, blood's not always thick in the water. I'm like, oh my gosh, something happened. So I sideline this I text them and I go, you okay? They go, oh yeah, I just copied and pasted it from a website. ¿Qué?
Messing you all up.
But you guys do stuff like that. So when you post it, people gonna take it like, okay, let me put my hair up. Something's about to go down. Oh no, I just copied and pasted. What? You don't do that. You trick us. It's a hook and bait. You be like, whew.
So I realized
It's horrible.
So I'm not gonna lie. I felt that that's exactly what I was doing. Subconsciously, like, whatever I was doing, I was in some type of an emotion. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very truthful in my journey, whatever journey that is. But anyway, I was like, okay, you're right. They were like, instead of communicating with me.
I told you that,
Okay,
but
but
you didn't stop. I need to meet this other person.
This person told me, it was like, instead of communicating with me straight what it was, however you were feeling, so we can correct it right then and there. You decided to be like, putting some sideline.
I told you, I called you the Riddler. I was like, this is another riddle.
But sometimes I'm not doing a riddle for anybody.
Okay, so how about we do this?
Okay.
How about before you hit send, read it and go, okay, so if I wasn't Kim and someone else was reading this, or if one of my girls was reading this, one of my sisters, whatever, were reading this, how would they take it? Before you hit that whole arrow on the page on the social media platform. Can we do that?
Yeah. I'm going to start. So I'm not going to lie. I did post something today and I was like, delete, because I was like, I deleted it.
Before I saw it? I didn't see it.
Before anybody saw it.
Okay,
I was
good
like,
job.
ooh, nah. Somebody's going to think about it a little bit too crazy for me. That was like 14 minutes, but we were messing around. So I was like, no, I'm not going to do this because I feel like someone's going to take this out of content. Like, and I wasn't in that space.
Out of context.
So
I'm very proud of you for that.
I deleted it. And to be honest,
are you regretful?
I put exactly what I felt. I'm on cloud 9 right now. I am chilling.
I heard the song.
You know what I mean? How's the song go?
I heard it and I said, it's an old song from back in the day. And it said Cloud 9. It's on, please pardon my ignorance, but it's on the Instagram part where it shows just your picture and you could put like one little short message.
Yeah.
Or one little.
I just put Cloud 9 because that's where I'm at right now.
Are you on Cloud 9 now?
I am. I'm happy. I'm really, really happy where my journey is going. And wherever it is.
Career-wise too, you're doing great.
I am.
Yeah, your kids are beautiful.
They aight.
Yeah. Well, think about it. They're all growing, right? They're all in growing seasons.
You know,
so.
I'm praying for that.
Yeah.
I'm praying for their decisions.
Our adult children, they're in growing seasons, and we did have a prayer for that yesterday. That was a strong prayer.
It was a strong prayer.
Yeah.
I think when we
Over
get to a
adult
certain
children.
point, when we have adult children,
Mm.
our prayers are different. You know what I mean? Like our prayers
Our
before
prayers
used
are
to be
different.
like,
Our parenting is different.
oh
Everything's
my God,
different,
like
for sure.
so crazy. So for me, I was just like, okay, cool. So I'm not gonna be the Riddler
Please.
anymore.
Thank you, Jesus.
I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm just gonna say how I feel.
Okay. Read it before you hit send.
I'm gonna read,
Okay.
reread it,
Yeah.
reread it.
Yeah. But don't take this as in don't post how you feel.
Right.
It's just that sometimes when other people read it, it's like, what's your intention?
I mean, at first, you want me to be honest?
Yeah. Attention.
I wanted that person to be like, oh, that's how she's feeling.
Oh, so your intention is attention.
Yeah, from the person that I'm kind of like digging a dig.
So why don't you just send it to them?
I
Don't
said,
dig at me. I didn't do nothing.
don't do the Ritter because I feel like it's affecting me.
It affects me. My heart rate goes up. I'm like, wait, do I need to pick her up? What's happening?
What's going on?
Who's there? So that's
No.
the thing. So it's fine. But
I'm doing better.
Okay.
I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna be more subconscious to everyone that follows me.
you can't be. You can't. You cannot. You cannot do that.
But what I'm saying is, I'm gonna
It's gonna
really
be a little bit
speak my
just careful,
truth.
right? Speak your truth. Just
I'm
be a
gonna
little careful.
speak
What you know?
my truth.
Yeah.
And sometimes speaking your truth does not have to be so out there, like so public,
Correct.
right?
You don't have to. It's not gonna. It's not gonna always be candy coated, and it's also not gonna be bien exagera. How you say that in English?
Exaggerated.
Okay. Thank you.
Exaggerated.
Real out
I
there.
got you.
But
Always got you.
we'll get back to this. I do have to. I am leading a sisterhood group.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you for that. I am. I just became convicted because I was gonna have a sitting season. But definitely this sisterhood is gonna be a season of putting our faith into work, with the Sound of Freedom and human trafficking, and just I'm gonna do a few things.
We're gonna do more. How about that?
We're gonna do more
With our
not
platform.
not just pray over it, but do something about it. And however God thinks I can do something, because we all have different gifts, if you will, right?
I mean, I felt like everybody has like their. I don't know about you, but like, have you ever like questioned God?
All the time.
Yeah.
I go, but Papa Dios, why that happened?
Why you
Papa
put
Dios,
that person
why?
in my life?
I know you don't test me, but I feel tested. How do I change this? All the time. But I think questioning him or doubting some of the things, I think it's healthy.
Yeah.
Because you care about it and you
Yeah.
go, but wait, why? And so it's curiosity. And then you learn and then you read and you dig deeper to understand why you're in that position. So
Yeah.
for sure, healthy 100%. That's how I feel.
So do I.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes he laughs at me.
I don't think, God.
That
God's not a clown. God's not a clown.
No, he's not a clown. No. I don't think he like.
You think he's.
I think
he's
he'd be
humorous.
like-
he got a funny bone. He
Kim.
humorous.
I think he'd be like more like, Kim.
I know.
I gave you that sign, girl. Come on. You know what I mean? Like, but
True.
I think also because that also helps my relationship with him. Because we have to have a relationship with him. Right? And we learned that today, even as much as we say it, like we have to have a relationship with him because just because you're religious, just because you're like
Or a good person.
you're a good person. That doesn't mean you go to like heaven.
Right.
Like you have to have a relationship with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And for me, I have a relationship with him.
So you think if you pass right now, you will go to heaven?
Yeah, he wants me there. I'm entertainment 101.
I can't.
No, but I think because of my relationship with God, because of what I've gone through and what I built
Where
with
you're
him,
at now. Yeah.
I think that yes, I can really feel confident
Mm.
in that.
Okay.
Right? Of course, we never know, right?
Oh, for sure.
But I do feel confident enough to be like, I'm going to I'm going to heaven. Like I'm gonna have a party up there with him. You know what I mean? I already told you what I want for my funeral, so it is what it is.
Funeral 360.
360.
We're gonna spin you around with the picture.
And everybody's gonna be like this with the the lips out there. Go ahead,
I
girl.
can't with the
Hmm.
Live
Yes,
360. Okay.
yes, I want that. Tanya, if you don't give me that, me and you gonna have a problem when you get up there.
Don't be tugging at my legs in the no, no, but seriously, I do have to go. We'll continue this later. We love you guys, but please like,
Yes.
share, subscribe.
Yes,
Um,
please. We
I'm
need
not
that.
saying stop messaging us directly, but also message and comment on our podcast.
Yes, so everybody can see it.
Yeah, so everyone can see it. You never know if someone feels the same way
Yep.
or even if they feel opposite, right? So
Exactly.
I would say Spotify, we're on YouTube, we're on Apple Podcast. And then just small little clips that you can enjoy on Instagram, Threads,
Absolutely.
etc.
We're just
So
trying to do the best that we can and just
yeah,
like,
and we have to
like,
find we have
share,
to have good moments, but it's
subscribe.
hard for me to have fun when I'm anxious
And she gotta go.
and I gotta go.
Yeah.
So no, we had technical difficulties today, but we gave a good 15, 20 minutes for now. So anyway, thank you all for
Thank
everything that
you.
you guys do. We really appreciate your support,
Yes.
and we will talk to you soon.
Yes. Thank you. Have a good night.